A very good afternoon and welcome back to Havana Media. My name is Boniface Owino and as usual I'm going to be your host for today. Now, as we all know, today being Thursday, most likely we normally have one or two people that we have an interview with, and I'm very glad to host Omoyo Maraga here, but I'll give him time to introduce himself very well, tell us who he is, what he does.
My name is Omoyo Maraga,
yes.
The UPA Party Strategic Communication Advisor. UPA Party is the United Progressive Alliance,
Okay.
Chama cha Fred Matiangi, but right now my party leader is the governor of Nyamira, His Excellency Amos Nyaribo.
Yeah. Talking about your governor, Amos Nyaribo. Mmeamua Ruto akitupea chapati Nairobi, nyinyi mnatupea uji.
Yeah. Nyamira, we are introducing one of the first and only project of feeding our ECD children by feeding them uji or porridge. It's not your normal porridge. What the governor meant is that we have going to give porridge formula. This is a formula that has omega 1, omega 3 nutrients, magnesium, zinc, vitamin B12 and vitamin B2. So that we can feed our children wakuwe na nguvu. Ndugu yangu, acha nikwambie, kule mashinani watoto wengi hawapati hata chakula ya asubuhi, breakfast. The economy is so tough. Watu wengi wanakula meals 2 ama 1 kwa siku. So what we are doing is to encourage these children to come to school, is that we are giving you a porridge formula that is going to make our children love school and stay in school. Ni uji si ya kawaida ile yako ya wimbi yenye. Hii ni uji iko na protein, uji iko na vitamin, iko na carbohydrate, iko na oils, iko na kila kitu. It's called the Nyaribo porridge formula, ambayo inaenda kushika, and I want to invite even other counties to come and benchmark on this thing that we are beginning in the second term of this year. The Governor Nyaribo porridge formula will be the greatest thing that will be invented after biscuit.
Now let me just ask you, just still under that issue of porridge.
Yes.
Under that issue of porridge.
Yes.
William Ruto's plan of bringing 1 million chapatis in Nairobi County,
yes,
was targeting the students and the pupils.
Yes.
That is the primary and the high school.
Yes.
Now you are going to focus only on the ECD.
Yes.
What about other peoples or
yes, Bonnie, in our dispensation as a government, we have 48 governments, 1 national government and 47
counties.
Devolved units. The county governments have their responsibility on education at ECD level. So we build ECD classes, we build playgrounds, we build toilets for our ECD children, we recruit ECD teachers and other staff that do our ECD education. So that is where our mandate ends. And then from primary school, lower primary school and upper primary school, that is the mandate of the national government through the members of parliament. So for us in Nyamira County, we have built a lot of ECD schools in Nyamira County, all the way from Borabu constituency, West Mogirango constituency, to North Mogirango constituency, to Kitutu Masaba constituency. We have built enough ECD classes. We have built, and we are still doing more. But now what the governor has realized is that sometimes children do not show up to school all the days of the week. And so he has introduced the Nyaribo porridge formula, which, as I've told you, is a porridge that has vitamin 12, vitamin U, vitamin K. It has omega 1 and 3 and vitamin B12, which are essential components for children to grow. But not only to grow, but children need calcium and magnesium elements to strengthen their teeth and their body structures. And this sometimes is not gotten at home. And so he has come out openly and saying, we are beginning these projects. I know there are some tabloids and bloggers who are trying to manipulate that as a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. If you can go to schools in Momogonjoro, in some places in the interior, children, ndugu yangu Boni, are struggling to even have a meal at home.
Yeah, that's right.
And so as a government, what His Excellency the Governor is doing is to ensure that we do not have truancy at that early age where children are not attending school because there is no food. But also, this is a motivation. A child longs to go to the next day because there is actually a meal in school.
So let me ask you this. Try to explain to us that okay, your intention is good and it's a very good one.
Yes.
But now you want to do this simply because pupils are not children are not going to school. So in other words, you're trying to bring pupils or children to come to school.
Yes.
Yeah, that is your intention. Now we are offering porridge for the pupils to come, or for the children not to be at home, to come to school.
Let me tell you, ndugu yangu Boni, Governor His Excellency Amos Nyaribo's idea is to have 100% transition of children into school.
Yeah.
So these are children, for us at ECD, this early childhood, we are trying to make children know how to communicate, know how to interact with other children.
Right.
We are basically not like teaching children basic math or any,
Yeah.
So we are trying to model children to be school ready. And so for him to do that, we realized that most of these children, parents wait until maybe they are so overgrown, and sometimes because of these challenges of even meals, these children come to school maybe today and then tomorrow they don't show up. So His Excellency Governor Nyaribo decided that now we want all children who have enrolled for ECD classes, all of them, to remain in school 5 days of the week, and almost 25 days of the month. The only way to achieve this, he has now introduced an incentive that is going to make the children to show up to school, but not only the children, but even parents now will be motivated to take their children to school, so that their children will get that cup of porridge. And as I told you, it's not a normal cup of porridge. It's a special uji. It's called the Nyaribo porridge formula, which is very nutritious. In fact, I invite you to Nyamira to come test the Nyaribo porridge.
I will make sure that next time I'm there.
Yeah.
Now let us now get into our discussion. You are an official in the UPA.
Yes.
Yeah, that is the Matiangi's party.
Yes.
Can you tell us the party expansion plan? Your party's expansion plan and Jubilee's interest, because the other time you were saying that you want to stand on your own, and then Jubilee is also saying that they want to support Matiangi, like they want Matiangi to be the president.
Yeah. Now, Bonnie, let me tell you, UPA party is the mother of Fred Okengo Matiangi. And I can tell you this, Dr. Fred Matiangi is a loved politician. He's a loved person who was state officer that has worked for a country, has delivered. The Honorable Fred Matiangi is tested, he is proven, and he has delivered before. And Kenyans all over, if you go to on Twitter, on Facebook, on TikTok, people are like, we want change. We want to transform our country. And the name that consistently reflects what change is, what accountability is, what integrity is, what transparency is, what honesty is, and what delivering on projects is Dr. Okengo Fred Matiangi. Now, we know, of course, that there are parties that are interested in Dr. Matiangi's candidature for presidency to be in their party. And I can tell you, my brother, Matiangi right now is like a beautiful girl who every boy in the village admires. Every Sunday as she walks to the pews to worship, everyone wants her. But she knows who wants him, who she will settle with. Everybody's in her DM, but she knows who she will reply to.
Everybody's hitting.
Yeah, everybody's hitting. She knows that that person will not be a thief, or it won't be a party that abets corruption. It will not be a party that supports lack of integrity. It will not be a party that budgets for corruption. It will not be a party that is translucent. Matiangi is going to choose a party that is transparent, that has integrity, that has ideas and ideals that speak to the common mwananchi. And the clarion call of common mwananchi right now is the burden is too heavy. The burden is too heavy right now, ndugu yangu, and they're even adding chapati on top of the burden. Yeah. Ni kama uko na meli na hiyo meli inaendelea kuwa nzito, inafaa mtoe hizo vitu mrushe.
Bado mnaongeza zingine.
But you are still adding things in the meli. It is time we throw Jonah out of the boat. If he's the one making our boat to sink, Jonah has to be thrown out so that we now go to Tarshish instead
safely. Now, let me ask you this, Omoyo. You are one of the leaders of officials, actually, of UPA.
Yeah.
That is Matiangi, Fred Matiangi's party.
Yeah.
Let me start by asking you this. Where is he?
Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi is somewhere. He is following closely utterances by leaders in this country. He is following closely the utterances of common mwananchi in this country, and he is organizing himself, and very soon he is going to come, and I hope he will even show up in your podcast one of these days.
How soon is soon, eh?
But I want to tell you this, the messages that Dr. Fred Matiangi is getting, and I'm privileged to be filtering through, is that Kenyans are tired of marginalization. Kenyans are tired of handshakes. Kenyans are tired of selective development. Kenyans are tired of inefficiency in government. Kenyans are tired of nepotism in government. Kenyans are tired of taxation in government. And he is feeling that Kenyans want almost like a department of government efficiency, so that things are efficient in this regime. And I can tell you, my brother Bonnie, you were in this country when things were efficient at the immigration office. When Dr. Matiangi was Interior CS, you were there when IDs would come out in 2 weeks. You were there, Kenyans were there when passports would take 2 weeks to 3 weeks, or even a week to get a passport. That is the efficiency level that Kenyans want. And Dr. Fred Matiangi, wherever he is filtering through, and he has got a lot of energy from our country people, and he's thanking you, even some of your viewers who are aligning with his ideas, that he is coming soon, and very soon, even at the door, to come and liberate our country. And I can tell you without fear of contradiction that he will give himself as an alternative leadership for our country.
Now, Dr. Fred Matiangi is coming from Kisii.
Yes.
And also, Maraga is coming from Kisii.
Yes.
And a lot of people are saying, some people are saying that we want Maraga, some people are saying that we want Matiangi.
Yes.
Is this thing not conflicting? Like,
it's not. It's not. Maraga is John the Baptist of our era. He is the herald of the Messiah. He is the forerunner of the Christ who is coming. And we appreciate the honorable judge Maraga as a honest man, a man who has served our country with a great honesty and dexterity. And we love that he has shown himself and he is enthused to vie for this position. But I can tell you, ground inataka Matiangi. Ndugu yangu, ground inataka Fred Matiangi. People want to even donate to his campaign when he has not even announced that he is vying. People are enamored and they are energized that they want ule mtu wa sura ya kazi. You know, ndugu yangu, sijui sura yako kama ni ya kazi. When you look at your face, you look so soft and you look kuna sura inamaanisha kazi. And when people, and as UPA, by the way, our slogan is kazi ionge. No more talk, no more walking. We just want work. Kenyans are tired. Na hadithi mara kuenda kwa makanisa nini, people are even giving tithe of 10 million, 20 million. People are tired with that. We want a president who will work. Ile unaamka asubuhi unapata pathways zimeundwa. Unafika Nairobi CBD haunyongwi because security iko maximum. People want, when you want to apply for your ID, it's free. They want it to come out very quick. People want work. Wamama wanataka kazi ifanye. When they are going to deliver, people don't want to, unaenda kuweka data ya SHA. Inakuuliza, kwanza I don't even know if it's SHA or she or Shafashi. I don't know.
It's confusing.
It's very confusing. We want an efficient health fund that will work. Our mothers are suffering. Our children are suffering in hospitals, ndugu yangu, because of lacking, our health system is collapsed. University students, majority of them saizi, vile tunaongea ni season ya kupanda mahindi, they are farming in their homes. Instead of being in class, these children have been relegated to go and farm at homes, and nobody cares. You will never hear the people from the government saying that we want to ensure that our children are in school.
And don't you think you've mentioned something concerning the issue of finance?
Yes.
And I think that is, if there is something that have really has been affecting us Kenyans and these politicians, when it's the issue of finance. Like you find that a politician is coming dashing money, someone is coming doesn't have money, then the person that is dashing money is going to be elected whether he can work or not.
Yes.
And then after getting into office, he wants to compensate.
Yeah.
So don't you think that this one is one of the things that might also affect the presidency of Matiangi? Because financially we can't say, okay, we can say that maybe we can't say, but it's not that much, okay, like people like Ruto, because people like Ruto are stealing.
Yeah. Let me tell you, ndugu yangu, Dr. Fred Matiangi will be the candidate of the common man. And the common man is the voter who goes to the ballot to vote. And this time round, watu wamesema hata utupe pesa ngapi. We have already decided. Actually, the die is cast. Watu washa move. The ground has moved. No matter how much people are going to bring on the ground, they are going home, including members of parliament. If you're a member of parliament who went to parliament only to say yes, yes sir, yes, I vote yes, you are voting yes when the burden of tax is a lot on our hand, on our shoulders. You're voting yes when there's a lot of taxation that shouldn't be otherwise on us. You're voting yes when you are killing counties, you're killing devolved units. They're no longer getting their fair share of revenue. You saw the other day 25 billion was removed from counties. And these are the counties that offer services at the grassroots. Wao ndio wanapeana the last penicillin, that last quinine to a pregnant mother, to a child who has broken his leg at that grassroots level. And you withdraw that money. So members of parliament, especially now that there was the Gen Z revolution, people are woke, people are awake, people are seeing. It's no longer things that are being done in shady places in Nairobi. No. People now are awake. You do anything wrong, we see it. We may not react at the same time, but Kenyans will react, and very decisively in 2027.
And the Gen Z's the Gen Z's effect in Matiangi's election, not on Matiangi, but of this, because these Gen Z's, some of them are making noise, but they don't have ideas. So don't you think that sometimes you can also have this issue that simply because now people are making a lot of noise on social media that we want Matiangi, we want Maraga, we want Mtata, then you come to realize that these people that are singing that they want you doesn't have what it takes to take you where you're supposed to.
The fact that people are saying that Gen Zs or millennials don't have ideas, for me I find is as tabloid propaganda. What were Gen Z this time round? The first students wenye Matiangi alipeleka shule in the first candidates, wale wenye alikuwa 2016 wale alikuwa na show up hivi mnashikwa na Mwakenya nini, and the teachers would scamper. Those students have already gotten ideas. They will be the first students to be voting in Fred Matiangi. Do you know why? Because that was the first time Kenya had legitimate exam results that everybody felt okay. The teacher felt fine. The student felt I got my right mark. The schools felt like we were ranked correctly. And everybody was like, this is the man we wanted. Right now, if it was not for Dr. Matiangi, mungekuwa mnatumia ile TV yenu ya mgongo, Great Wall. You remember the Great Wall, the red one? It is Matiangi who said, no, it's time to move digital. Yeah, and haven't you enjoyed the digital era that we have?
Like you can have smart TV right now.
Without Matiangi, we would not have even had TikTok. Maybe, because we would be in our era of old age. Ya kuweka aerial, songesha aerial. Hapana, Matiangi said there is no more moving of the aerial, move digital. And now we are going to say in 2027, no more talk, work. No more corruption, transparency. No more, translucency, transparency. And that is the type of energy that we are going to to be bringing as UPA party, the United Progressive Alliance. We are aligning our manifesto with the Kenyan needs, and very soon we are going to launch a mega manifesto and also launch a mega Meet the People tour from Kilifi, Mombasa, Nakuru, Kitale, Kisii, Kisumu, Migori, all the way. We will be moving Kericho and Bomet and many other places to sensitize our people why this party is the party of the future.
Let me ask you this on the issue of coalition.
Yes.
We have got and I think it's Fred Matiangi. We have got Martha Karua. We have
Tawe,
we have Tawe there. Eugene is there.
Yes.
So in fact, the opposition is full of, because right now they're the opposition. Have got a lot of people that are capable of becoming president.
Yes.
Like everybody wants.
Yes.
So and everybody is fighting.
Yes.
Of course, everybody is fighting. Eugene is fighting the other side.
Yeah.
Martha Karua is fighting the other side. Kalos is fighting the other side.
Yeah.
Now we have Matiangi is also fighting this side. We have got a lot of people like Professor Fred Ogola are fighting. Everybody wants to. So what is it that you put in place that if at all, because I remember there was a time that Martha Karua said that they can just decide to come together and then appoint one person or elect one person and say that, okay, we are supporting this person. So what will happen? Suppose things turn and Matiangi is not elected for the presidency.
Bonnie, I want to tell you this. It is not Matiangi who wants to be the president. It is the people who are telling him, we want you as the president. And so he will be going on the negotiating table with the voices of millions of Kenyans who are tired of selective development, who are tired of nepotic and tribal appointments, who are tired of the frustrations that this regime has brought on them, and the tax burden especially that is on the shoulders of Kenyans. They will be coming with those voices, and on the negotiation table, when he's sitting with Martha Karua, Tawe, Eugene Wamalwa, Bembi wa Munyoro, Kalonzo, he will be telling them, okay, I'm not here on this table for my own sake. Listen to these voices. Listen to the voices behind me, and the voices are overwhelmingly pro Matiangi because he's tested, Matiangi is approved, Matiangi has delivered before, and this is not somebody that we are going to remove tunamtoa from nowhere. This is a man that has been tested. We have put him on a political litmus, and he has turned blue. And why should we look for somebody else? This is the blue color that we need, the color of royalty, the color of power and deliverance of our people. We are in our I would say like the children of Israel. They were moving from Egypt to Canaan. We have now reached the Red Sea, and Moses right now is going to lift his rod. And the people behind are crying. They're saying like, why did you bring us here? Why did you tell us you're going to deliver us, and now there's a Red Sea here, we are going to be slaughtered? And then Matiangi will come and say, lo and behold, he will raise his staff and split the water. Kenyans, I want to ask you, there is a moment coming when the water is going to be split, and we are going all to cross into that beautiful yonder land of very little taxation, of transparency, of integrity, of equity and equality, where you are not discriminated by your gender, by your tribe, by your creed, my brother. That moment is coming. I feel the Holy Spirit is consuming me. Like I feel that we are going to have almost a revolution that is almost religious. I'm telling you, this thing is going to be extremely apocalyptic. Yeah.
Now, there's a time that Raila Amolo Odinga was in Kisii,
yes,
in Gusii, Gusii Stadium, and he said something which I want you to clarify. Don't look at it like it's only on Matiangi, but I want you to look at it like it's something that can affect anybody. We all know that for you to become the president of the Republic of Kenya, you must interact with all the counties, everybody in the country. Like if you're coming from Nyanza, you can't rely only on Nyanza votes. You can't rely only in Western votes, in Central votes. You need all the votes within the country. And Raila said that, of course, President Matiangi wants to become the president, but he cannot become the president with only the votes that comes from Kisii. So what is it that you're putting in place to make sure that Matiangi moves all over? Because you know what we're talking about internet, but we've not talked about now physically. Is he making steps? Is he going to different counties? What is it, or are there people, ambassadors in these counties that maybe you put in place to campaign for him?
You know, the Prime Minister's remarks at Kisii Stadium during Shabana FC game were quite unfortunate. The fact that he said that the Gusii can never produce a president is quite unfortunate, that we do not have numbers to make a president. We verily know that even Luo votes alone cannot make anyone president.
Yeah, that's right.
Even Kikuyu votes alone cannot make anyone president. Dr. Fred Matiangi knows that he cannot be president for only with Kisii votes. Yeah, we need other people. So when the Prime Minister came, that he was telling us an obvious fact that we already know. But he forgets that right now the Omo Gusii is so collected, so united. In fact, I want to tell you, my brother, after that Shabana game, ODM died in Kisii completely. I don't think they will recover from what happened. The few leaders who are in ODM still from Gusii region are going to change, and they're going to wear our Green Army uniform of UPA, and we are going to sweep the way in 2002 Kisii we united behind Simeon Nyachai. This time round we are uniting behind Fred Matiangi as our candidate, and we are then now going to other communities and tell them, you are our friends. We'll go to the Kipsigis and tell them, you are our neighbors, you are our friends. We will go to the Maasais, we will go to the Kikuyus, we will go to the Luyas, we will go everywhere. We will even go to our diaspora friends and ask them, please vote for us. This is our track record. This is where we Dr. Fred Matiangi could have had his own weaknesses. We will confess those weaknesses and say, we have worked on these weaknesses. We have polished ourselves. Now we are offering, this is our offer to Kenyans. And then ask Kenyans broadly, do you want to choose us? And I feel right now the momentum is on our side, and it's extremely huge. Yeah.
So it has got no effect on in any way.
It has no effect. Everybody knows that you can't win by one tribe, and that is a fact. Like what the Prime Minister was telling us, that the clouds are white. I mean, we see that every day. Or the sky is blue. I mean, we know it is blue. So there was nothing new to tell us that Kisii cannot produce a president. We know that, but we have to unite ourselves. We are calling our people from all over our region, from the Kenyan diaspora, those who live beyond our two counties. We are saying, come, let us unite. We call this our party Esaiga Yomogusi. Esaiga means this is our heart. This is our Dhingira. This is our, in Luo they call it, I don't know how they call it, Simba. This is, this is our house. Let's model it. So there are some who are doing the roof. There are some who are making the door. There are others who are doing the windows. And once we put our people inside, then we can go outside and now negotiate with our friends and tell them, come, we have a party here. We are going to hunt. We will bring the antelope. You will get the thigh. We will get the head. You will get this and this. And then, bro, we will make Kenya great again under Dr. Fred Matiangi.
And don't you think that having too many political parties might also affect the 2027 general election?
But that's the beauty of multi-democracy. I mean, we are in a multi-party democracy, and there's no problem with anybody coming with their party. If you have your party is called an injection, bring your party. If your party is called Safina, bring your boat. And if it's Wiper, bring your umbrella. And once we do that, then we form a mammoth party, a coalition of like-minded individuals. There are parties that are interested in environment. We want them in. There are parties whose main manifesto is on health. We want them in the coalition. There are those who are social democrats who want equality and equity. We want them in. We want everybody in. Once we are in, then we can now parachute ourselves and go and into that battle strong, hardened and with the best generals fighting in every front.
What if the some parties are not the coalition pro, like they don't want the issue to do with the issue of coalition?
We are going to work with like-minded parties. Right now, broadly speaking, we have so many parties that are interested to work with our party. In fact, with our candidate, so many, up to I think 20. The other day it was around 7 when we were beginning in January. It grew to 12. Right now we have almost 20 parties that want to work with Dr. Fred Matiangi. And we are asking for more. In fact, we are even asking UDA and ODM to come and join Dr. Fred Matiangi in this quest, because our main quest is save Kenya. Kenya is in a big problem economically. We are in deep trouble, and that is why we want to come back, deal with unemployment, deal with all these issues, and fix Kenya and have a prosperous country into the future.
Do you think ODM can join UPA?
Yes, I believe. In fact, my instinct tells me when that time will come, ODM's marriage with UDA will win out. They have built this marriage on deceit. This marriage has no transparency. Everybody is hiding their cards at the back, and this house is built on quicksand. And so when the turbulence will come, because we are going to come with great turbulence, greater than Mudavadi's earthquake, very big and huge, that marriage will not stand. But we know we can still win without them. It's only that we want this to be an election too big to even counter, too big to rig, too big to counter, and all Kenyans are in one boat.
And what is the role of Senator Onyonka? Because most of the time I've been seeing him representing Fred Matiangi in these other meetings, and he's in ODM.
Senator Onyonka is a senator of Kisii. He's a patriot. He believes in ideals that are similar and congruent to what Dr. Fred Okengo Matiangi believes in. And we have seen him on the Senate floor address these issues correctly and consistently. So the Honorable Richard Onyonka has a right to go to any meeting that is of like-minded people, to represent himself, to represent his people in Kisii County, and and see if the interests of his people are catered for in that coalition or in that discussion. Yeah, I think so.
Do you think you will work with Wamnyora up to the end?
Politics is about extending hands and building friendships, building trust. We believe the truthful man is a strong man right now politically. We believe that his endorsement will be of great value, and so he is a close friend of our party, the UPA party. But we will try to work with people who have similar interests with us, if they will be consistent with our ideals. For us as a party, as UPA party, we are consistent in what we believe in. We hope that those that have said that they also believe in that will be consistent to the end. But the politics is very fluid, and sometimes things can change. But we are in, and we believe that we will be speaking the voice of the ground.
The last question is, what is your plan? Like, what have you put in place to make sure that you capture the young generation, or what is your plan with the young generation?
There is no candidate who is as popular among the young people like Fred Matiangi. This is the candidate that Gen Z, the millennials, have felt like that this tough man is the man to save us. I mean, he was born perhaps for such a time as this, to liberate our country. And we will be doing, as a party, as UPA party, we will be going to the grassroots to do voter registration, to do voter education, and to do civic education of our people, and tell them why that this coming election is a momentous election, and very soon you will see us in the grassroots. Tutakuwa tunafanya kazi ya chama cha UPA, na wakati huu tumesema ni kusafisha Kenya, safisha Kenya. Ile uchafu yote iko tunasafisha. We clean the mess and then start building afresh. It won't be an easy task, we know. It is not going to be a walk in the park, but our candidate is rolling up his sleeves soon. He will be announcing some earth-shaking announcement very soon. In a matter of weeks, we will hear from him, and the tremors have already started going by. And you will see Dr. Matiangi in a bolder fashion than you have ever seen before.
Just to conclude, I think you can answer this in 1 or 2 minutes. It's a very open question. What do you think, or what are you planning to do different from these other political parties like ODM, UDA? Like, which strategy are you planning to use different from what they've been using in order to capture the attention of people?
The strategy will be truth. For us, we'll be selling the truth. Only the truth. Truth and truth. These Kenyans are tired of lies. People are now even lying from the pulpit. I mean, I thought that altar of God used to be the most sacred place where people would not, joke with. Yeah. And now people are doing illegal pronouncements on such places. Our candidate is going to tell Kenyans the truth. If our debt is extremely high, he will come and tell you this debt is high. This is how we are going to deal with this issue. It is going to take some time. It's going to be painful for this short time. But after that short time, we are going to have freedom. So we are going to tell our people the truth and the only truth. Like now people have been told about housing. Every Kenyan will have a house. I mean, it's not even practical. You can't force me to live in a house anymore. I mean, we are not in socialist Russia, Soviet Republic of 1960, where you have to be forced where to live, who to talk to. No. We are going to bring freedom to the people. Choose where you live, choose who you live with, and give you a prosperous country, a secure nation from our borders and even within, so that we allow you, ndugu yangu, to thrive. Like I see you are doing a nice media house here. We want to make you thrive. Are there things that you want us to do? You are free to tell us. And I want to ask you right now to invite you to register as a member of UPA party. *33 come go to our website upa.co.go.ke and see what we stand for. And we are inviting Kenyans to walk with us in this journey. Kama wewe ni mechanic, kama wewe ni mwanafunzi, kama wewe ni mdaktari, Dr. King Fred Matiangi is inviting you to this journey, and UPA party is that vessel that is going to deliver us to the promised land.
Your last statement?
My last statement is this: kijana maze, boys, jamaa, wherever you are, our men, our mothers, our dads, support us in this quest. Support us in selling the truth. Tell your neighbor, when this is a lie, tell them this is a lie. When this is not the truth, tell them what the truth is. And now as we go into election time, ensure your friend, your spouse, mtu wako wa mkono, mtu wako wa nyumba ameshika kura. Na kura uishikie mahali unaweza vote. Usishike kura Ushago na unaishi Nairobi. Usishike kura Narok na unataka kukua na Nakuru hiyo siku. Vote where is the most convenient place. Na hiyo kazi inaanza sasa. Shika ID. That is our spear into this battle. And I know that right now we are battle hardened and Kenyans are ready and resilient to deliver this Kenya. I believe we will have a prosperous Kenya into the future.
My last statement is this, that when a lady is pregnant, when a lady realizes that she is pregnant and she has been having a lot of boyfriends, she's the only person who knows the owner
of the baby.
No man can claim to know to be the father of the child, not unless the lady or the mother or the woman tells him that you are the father of the child. Yeah. That is all we have for today, and until we meet again, I've been your host, Boniface. Bye bye.